In this video, we're going back to the basics. I'm going to be making a song from scratch in Logic Pro. Alright, first up we're going to create a new track using the pattern setting. I'm just going to use Alchemy as my instrument. We'll create that. With this new track, we can hit E on the keyboard to open up our editor, and let's start editing a simple chord progression in the key of C. Alright, now we have a progression going. Sounds kind of like Mario Kart music, but I think we can make something cool if we stick with this main idea. Let's keep going. Next, we're going to slow down the tempo. Alright, let's add a sustained bass line to this. This time I want to play the notes, so I'm going to create a software instrument track using Alchemy again. Go vintage synth, bass. Bassline is going to be basically acting as the chord progression of this song. Let's record it. And I want another bass line duplicating that. I'm going to hold down Option, select this bass line, drag it down, create a duplicate track with that, but we're going to change the sound on this quite a bit. So I'm going to come up here, select 80s classic synth bass, and what we're actually going to do is add an arpeggiator to this. Boom, here's the arpeggiator. That makes it sound kind of crazy. Tame it a little bit. Some effects to this, some chorus, and we'll add some reverb onto that bell pattern. So now, with effects added, this is what the track sounds like. Finally, we need some classic synthwave 80s style drums. Thankfully, there's some right inside of Logic Pro. Good job, Logic. We're going to create a new track, but this time we're just going to create an empty channel strip. They have a kit I like called the Modern TR707. Sounds like a pretty classic drum machine. So let's throw down a drum pattern using this drum kit. Lastly, we're going to add a few more effects to this track before we call it good. On the snare, we're going to add tons of reverb. This is kind of an 80s vibe we've got going on, so we're actually going to come down into a reverb preset called 80s drums. Throw that on. Lastly, let's record some vocals. This actually isn't quite in my range, so I'm going to just transpose it really quick. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to make a song from scratch in Logic Pro. If this tutorial was helpful for you in any way, please do me a favor, press all the YouTube buttons down below because that helps me a bunch. promotes my channel to more people who need this valuable information about music production. Have a great week. You are loved. Peace.